Killing spree.
What is going on, everybody? Dominus here, and in this video we're going to be talking about a rep up tutorial, but it's not a rep up tutorial. Basically, if you guys remember that rookie glitch where you're able to change the game mode to rookie so you can do a lot better in the game, this is kind of like that. It basically changes your settings, your controls, so that the game helps you out way more than it should. So I found this out myself. I don't know if someone else covered it before. I'm pretty sure months ago I touched on this in a video, but this video is a way more detailed version of whatever that could have been. So I'm not even considering that a video on this topic. All right, so we're gonna be talking about how you can be more efficient on defense, offense, and all that good stuff. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and let's get into it.
What is going on, everybody? Dominus here, and in this video we have a rep up video for you guys. So this is not a tutorial because I said in my last video I was going to do a tutorial, but I could not find a single thing that someone else has not already covered, or I haven't already covered myself. I could not find a single thing. Pick and rolls, lobs, floaters, ankle breakers, double moves, whatever it is, I could not find it. So I decided to release to you guys controller settings that can definitely help you out, and how you can maximize your potential in a game so that you can earn VC, so you don't have to buy VC when trying to wrap up your player. Because what a lot of people are looking for is ways to wrap up their player without VC, but you can't do that. You need VC. It's just whether or not you buy the VC. So it's whether you save it or do methods or whatever. So this isn't a VC method. It's a way to rep up and earn VC effectively with these controller settings, okay? And also one of them is a floater. It's a type of layup package that you're gonna need, and the reason I put that in here is because it's also gonna help you earn XP and earn VC. So let's talk about this right now. When it comes to VC, your VC is split between 3 different categories in a game. It's the salary, the stats, and the teammate grade, right? In order to earn the most VC possible, you're gonna need to have a decent salary. So the starting salary is about 500 VC. You're gonna want a nice teammate grade, and you're gonna want a nice all-around stat. So when it comes down to it, the easiest way to get all of those 3 things done, well, first of all, the salary, it's already done for you, but the teammate grade and the stats is to change your controller settings to these settings right here, okay? So I'm gonna explain it to you guys right now. You're gonna have the skip pass enabled, pass target openness slider set to 98, defensive assist with intense D, you want to max out that slider, box out assist strength, max out that slider, and you're going to want to change your layup package to crafty. So let's explain to you guys why that is super important to have in this game. When it comes to trying to rep up, the ball is in your hands 99.9% of the time, and if it's not, it's because you're trying to get an assist, right? A lot of people don't have the court vision to hit the wide open player every single time. It's just something that it's not a knock on you or anything. It's just what it is. You're not a pass first player. So you look at these rep up methods where these YouTubers are showing you how they do it. They may see passes that you may not see. A pick and roll. If you feel that you have to try to get the pick and roll every time, and you try to force the pass to the roller, then you may cause a turnover, you know what I mean? So different things can happen. So basically what these sliders do is they make it so that the game is easier for you, and it doesn't just carry into the NBA, it also goes into the Pro-Am and the Park too, right? So skip pass is enabled. Basically that just means that you're able to throw the ball past one teammate to hit another teammate. So if you have a teammate on the wing, you can skip him and pass it to the teammate in the corner. Now the reason that's going to be turned on is because you also have pass target openness slider set to 98. So the 98 slider, the reason it can't go to 100 is because the other 2 sliders need at least like 1% or whatever. So you can't have it set to 100, but 98, basically what that means is anytime you hit X, the ball will go to whoever is open. Not like any random person who's open, but the person who is open the most. If the ball will go to them, if that makes any sense to you guys. So whoever has the least amount of defense on them, the ball will immediately find them, which is a I mean, I feel like that's a little cheap if you ask me, because that's a little addition for anyone who can't really hit the open man. So the reason you have your skip pass enabled is because when you pass that ball, you can pass it and it will skip over a player to the wide open player. But if skip pass was turned off and you did that pass, it would not make it all the way to the other player. It just passed it to whoever is closest, and you don't really want that. You want to be able to hit the open player every time, right? So let's move on here. We have defensive assist with intense D. Now the reason defensive assist with intense D is on is because this is what allows you to get steals. So you can get steals in the game without having to foul, which is a huge thing, because when it comes to like repping up, defense plays a huge role in it. But like, not a lot of people play defense because they don't want to foul out the game. But with this little addition, all you have to do is call a double team on whoever the ball handler is. You run up there with 2 people and you just slam your body into the basketball. You don't have to swipe or anything. Just keep trying to get your body into that basketball, and then they will lose the ball. Because what will happen is, if you are getting up close to them, the person you are playing defense with will also get up close to them. And anytime they try to switch the ball from hand to hand, there's a chance that you will either knock it out or your teammate will knock it out without having to swipe for the ball. This gets you a lot of steals depending on how much time you have in the game. I can get 5 steals in about 5 minutes of actually just playing the game. So it is a ridiculous little addition to the game, and it's a great help. It really is. Now, I would say to go up against any point guard who is not that good, or a team that does not have a great point guard. So I did the New York Knicks with Ron Baker, who they put out point guard, which was just a feast. I did it against the Phoenix Suns and Tyler Ulis. I did it against the Miami Heat and Goran Dragic, but he is actually a good point guard. I still was able to do it. I mean, you're still able to do it. It's just that it may be a little harder because they may try to get rid of the ball a lot faster. But at the same time, it's not hard. So just focus on what team you're going up against. Pick a team on your schedule that you know you can feast on, and go ahead and just double team the bazoonkis off of that player, the bosom. Double team the snot, whatever you want to double team on him, just double team on him, and that way you get the ball and you can go for fast breaks. Now in the fast break, you can either throw a lob to the teammate that was with you, because they're also going to be running out, or you can throw a lob off the backboard to yourself. Either way, I would suggest a lob or a floater, because I mean, it's like those 2 things get you more XP. So if you want to earn even more XP, one of those 2 things, that's what you should be doing. Now, that is why you have the layup package Crafty. Crafty has some layups in there that actually are floaters, and 2K counts them as floaters. So if you did a layup and it turns into a floater without you actually doing a floater, you'll earn XP for that. And that's not just on a fast break, that's when a defender's near you and you do a layup, but it turns into a floater. So it's a way to earn XP without having to think about doing the floater yourself. And for people who can't really pull off the floater effectively and efficiently, this is I do this because I can't do that. I can't do layups effectively and efficiently, so I throw it up just like that, just so that I get the ball out of my hands. I don't have to think about the floater, but I still get the points for a floater. Now, it doesn't always happen. You don't always get the points for a floater, but it has happened before, okay? Now, you're also going to want to have your box out assist strength maxed out. The reason you want your box out assist strength maxed out, now, for me, I am used to boxing out. That's just what I do now. But for those of you guys who just don't do it, you want to box out mainly because it helps your teammate grade and you can get some rebounds. And one thing I did not say about the double team defense thing, when you double team, make sure you're holding down the intense button, like the intense defense button and the double team button. Just reminding you guys, okay? So yeah, so back to the boxing out. When it comes to boxing out, it's an important part of the game that can help you earn rebounds that people overlook, but it's also a great way to bring up your teammate grade. It does a lot for your teammate grade, and the higher your teammate grade, the more VC you earn. And if you combine other rep up methods with these settings, you will probably be able to hit 90 in one day. I mean, I filled up my whole bar within like an hour or so. It was very, very easy for me. To wrap it all up, change your settings to those settings I talked about, because when you do the pick and roll, if the roll isn't available, you'll be able to hit the open pass. If you're double teaming, you'll be able to get the steal without fouling. If you're under the basket, you'll automatically start doing box outs, or you won't automatically, but if you're holding the box out button, it'll help you out a whole lot. Your player will follow the guy who you're boxing out. So, I mean, it basically is like a handicap for the game. It really helps you out, even when you don't think it's helping you out. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to subscribe, and I will see you in my next one. Peace.